Tetyana, did you have a question?
Yes.
All right, how are you?
Yeah, it's impossible to unmute myself. I click all this thing and it didn't work. So first of all, thank you for all your courses. I did buy a bunch of it and I passed my admin. But as I see, not so many admin jobs without experience.
Right.
And right now I'm working forward. First, I start a nonprofit study because I'm doing some volunteering. Then I see there is development boot camp that was on sale, so I'm doing development. But my heart is going toward like more data analysis because I have math background. And when I try to do something in this direction, it's too big step, you know, from admin to actually Einstein or something. What would you recommend to do in order to like do this gap, you know, between admin and following this direction? So right now I'm still working on DevOps and so on because it's give me an idea how does it work all together. But ultimately, I would like to go to into this direction. And also another question while I still unmuted.
Yeah.
I would like to, you know, it's so confusing, all this information. Like I go to innovation seminars, they give you like go on Twitter, go there. You know, I need like more like information, not like, oh, say hello here, say hello there. You know, it's too much. I still have my life, you know, beyond Salesforce. So what would you recommend to go and see like new start, like new innovation, new people, but at the same time don't get lost in all this vast sea? Thank you.
Great question. So 2 questions. All right. And I was taking notes. So if you see me looking this way, I'm looking on my monitor. If I'm looking this way, I'm taking notes. And I'm looking both ways. So, but I'm not cross-eyed. It's amazing. So with that said, this is really cool to see faces and hear from people, you know. This was not, I just thought, oh, they're going to chat. But not the case. So with that said, there is quite a jump from admin to Einstein analytics certifications. And, you know, your heart is in data analytics. I think you want to land there. And so a few things that you could do is, and I think this is really behooves everyone in this current environment, is to really find your niche and to niche down. And there's a lot of fear of, okay, if I'm not a generalist, what if I choose the wrong niche? And I don't think that is so much of a concern because of just the sheer growth of Salesforce. One quick aside is that Salesforce's latest quarterly earnings call revealed that they grew 26% year over year compared to last year for this past quarter. That means during the pandemic, they grew 26% compared to 2019. The reason that is because every company is looking for cost savings. They're retiring older systems and they're moving more and more onto the cloud. And this is something that companies have known they've needed to do for years, and this is forcing their hand. And so with that, there's actually a lot of growth and a lot of opportunity. So in Tetyana's case, I'm like trying to read your name again. So, you know, she is a perfect example of someone that's identified her passion and what she cares about, but sees that that path may be a little obstructed. And so I think that a few other certifications along the way might behoove you, as far as perhaps platform app builder is one that would make sense, because that's going to expose you to a lot more around flows and process builder. And then as well, maybe one of the ones, maybe down the architect path a little bit, as far as some of those. Let me pull that up real quick, and I'm not sharing my screen. So let's see. Well, it might be here on Trailhead. Let me see if I can find it and then I'll share it. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Let me share my screen. And we'll try and make sense of this together here, Tetyana. So here's the Salesforce architect journey. So the second bubble here under the different paths. And this pyramid here, I'm thinking what am I thinking? So along this left-hand side here, and there's like two different paths for architects, and you can reach either application architect or system architect. There's a lot of debate about, which is which and which requires more coding or not. But what I was kind of thinking, if you're really into data analysis, is this data architecture and management designer certification specifically may be a good one. And so, and while you're getting that, what would it hurt to go ahead and get platform app builder that gets you halfway there to application architect, and that will get you kind of honed in on the data side of things and dealing with large data volumes and those sorts of challenges as well. And then once you have some more of that exposure, I think you could start to look at more in earnest the Einstein analytics piece. And I think revisit that often to see if it's making sense or if you feel like that gap has grown smaller for you with that increased experience. And then as well, you mentioned how there's a lot of instructions to go here, to go there, to go everywhere. There's no shortage of resources. So I do think that in the here and now, the right now, would be to get registered for Dreamforce and then just peruse the agenda as it starts coming out, the different dates and times, and just go with what interests you and treat it like Netflix, okay? It's more like Netflix and chill more than I've got this plan. And just like how we all have a plan and then life happens. I had a plan about, 42 minutes ago that no one was going to be on camera and we weren't going to turn on microphones because there would be feedback and we're just going to chat. I'm going to take questions via chat. None of that happened, but this is a better experience. I see now, it's just abundantly obvious. It puts a face, a person on the other end, and so we're interacting here.